Welcome to Public Affairs, and I'm talking to a retired FBI agent. That's the Federal Bureau of Investigation in the United States of America. Welcome.
Good evening, AWEE, and thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for your time. Now, we are in the year of presidential elections. November 8th is so crucial, and now is a time when people are still thinking of who to vote for the presidency. First and foremost, how will a former FBI agent define the two candidates? Let's start with Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Well, in defining her, how can I place my words? I would have to say that Hillary is a good candidate, and she has the right things in mind, but no, honestly, she is more of like the typical politicians that we have experienced in years past, and I think we would see a lot of the same policies, a lot of the same economic promises that has been promised before, and I don't think that the country would be going in a good direction by following the footsteps of President Obama.
Let's go to Donald Trump.
I think Donald, Mr. Trump, is the candidate to vote for. He's not as polished in terms of being a politician, and he says what's on his mind. And honestly, a lot of people have the same thoughts, but they can't really project it into words because they know that they have to hold back. He doesn't hold back. A lot of feelings that most Americans have right now are being expressed by presidential candidate Trump. But he has a tendency to not be the typical politician that we're used to. He's not as polished in terms of holding back his rhetoric. He doesn't place his ideas in a package that he needs to in order to sell it to Americans. But honestly, I think he's got the right ideas. He just doesn't know how to present it at this stage. But I think that his staff and the people around him, the Vice President candidate, Mr. Pence, I think there's a good check and balance between him and the presidential candidate. And I think that's the ticket to vote for.
Now, comparing Mr. Donald Trump and Hillary Rodham Clinton, in terms of making America secure, who do you think will be better?
I think Trump would be a better choice. He has a lot of policies that he's proposing to put a clamp down on I don't want to say shutting the borders down, but let's say controlling the borders. He wants to build that wall, and I know that's a big selling point for him. And he wants to place a control on immigration into the United States. He doesn't feel that immigration should stop, but that legal immigration should be the basis by which to allow immigrants to continue coming into America, because that's what's made America great. The policies are there, and people need to follow the rules if they want to come to America. You can't just come across the border or pretend to come across the border on the pretense that you're just visiting, and then you end up staying, and then you apply for a job, or you take on jobs that aren't supported by what they call it under the table jobs just to survive. It's not